and welcome to See and Know. It's great that you're joining us for our first session of the new year. I hope that you've had a fantastic Christmas and a very happy new year as well. As you can see, we've still got our tree up behind us because we like the 12 days of Christmas here in the Blackmore household. So if you're thinking, oh my goodness, Christmas has happened, well, we still celebrate it right up until the 12th day of Christmas. We like having our decorations up, so we have them up as long as possible. So I hope you're well and ready for our session today. Oh, Flo is already. So we need to find out who's here. So we're going to sing our welcome song. So you or mum or dad or grandma or grandpa can say your name at home and I'll leave a nice big gap for you. Are you ready to sing? Are you ready, Flo? Yep, brilliant. Where is, did you come to see and know? I think they're there, Flo. Hello and welcome to See and Know. It's great that you're joining us. Ooh, I can't get the thing off my arm. Now, Flo, I've got a little present for you here. I've got a cuddly cow. Do you like it? Yes, you do. Oh, that's very kind of you. Oh, you want to give me a hug? Oh, thank you. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed the cow, and I hope you enjoy playing with that later. Yeah, brilliant. Well, today's story is all about some visitors who bring some gifts. So, shall we find out what happens and practice our actions? So, today's story is called Star Stuff. So, we're going to practice our actions, and then we'll tell the story through once, and then we'll tell it through again to remind ourselves what happened. So, our first action is we're going to point to the sky and say, wow! Then we're going to walk on the spot, and then we're going to wave and say, hello! Then we're going to bend down on one knee, which is very hard to do when I'm sat in front of a camera. And then we're going to pretend that we've got a present to give. Okay, there are actions. Should we practice them again quickly before we tell the story? So the first one is pointing and we're going, wow! Then we're going to walk on the spot. Then we're going to wave and say, hello! Then we're going to bend down on our knee. And then we're going to pretend giving a present. Okay, let's tell the story, Star Stuff. Some wise men saw a great big star in the sky. Wow! They followed the star. And it led them to Mary, Joseph, and baby Jesus. Hello! The wise men bowed down and worshipped Jesus. Can you bow down on your knee? And they gave him very special presents. That's the end of the story. Shall we tell it again to remind ourselves of what happened? Some wise men saw a great big star in the sky. Wow! They followed the star. Let's walk and follow the star. And it led them to Mary, Joseph, and the baby Jesus. Hello! The wise men bowed down and worshipped. Can you kneel down? They gave him very special presents. And that's the end of our story, Star Stuff. So the wise men, they followed the star for miles and miles and miles. They travelled such a long way to find the special baby. And they brought him very special presents of gold, frankincense and myrrh. And the reason they did that was because Jesus had been promised a long time ago and they had been waiting for him so that they could go and meet him. They've been looking at the skies every night. That's how special Jesus is. I wonder, do you have people in your life that you look forward to meeting? Maybe you don't get to see them very often. Perhaps grandma or grandpa, perhaps friends sometimes, and particularly this last year, we might not have seen friends much at all. Well, just as that is special to us when we get to them, it was even more special for the wise men to meet the baby Jesus, the one who had been promised hundreds and hundreds of years ago. I think that must have been a very special day. And you know what? We can meet Jesus too. We don't get to meet him physically like our grandma or grandpa or our friends, but we can meet him in our hearts. We can have a friendship with him and with God, and that's fantastic. Okay, so we're going to sing our song for today, and that is going to be Shine. So are you ready to sing? Shine from the inside out, that the world will see you live in me. Shine from the inside out, that the world will see you live in me and you know me. You love me, you fill me, to send me to shine. From the inside out, that the world will see. You live in me, shine. From the inside out, that the world will see. You live in me and you know me. You love me, you fill me, to send me to shine. Fantastic. Well, we've got some craft suggestions coming up on screen now. And of course, what a surprise, they're all to do with stars. So you can make some different stars. You might want to do some potato printing stars. You might want to make some glittery stars. You might want to do some handprint stars. However you want to do them, why not make some stars, put around your house to remind ourselves of the long journey that the wise men made to meet the baby Jesus, the special baby that was promised a long time ago, and to remind ourselves of how amazing it is when we get to meet people we don't see for a long time. Okay, we're going to finish our session with our prayer. So we're going to need our wiggly fingers, and we're going to wiggle our fingers up to the ceiling. We're going to wiggle our fingers down to the ground. We're going to wiggle our fingers up to the ceiling. We're going to wiggle our fingers down to the ground. We open and shut them. Open and shut them. Give a little clap. We open and shut them. Open and shut them. Put them on your lap. We put one little hand over one little eye. The other little hand over the other little eye. Bow our little heads and say a little prayer. Talk to God. Dear God, we thank you for the story of the wise men. We thank you that they were so amazed by you coming that they travelled all of that way. They worked so hard to get to meet the baby Jesus. We thank you as well that you, when you make promises, they always come true. So when you promised the baby Jesus, even though hundreds of years passed, your promise still came true. And when you promise things to us, they still come true today. Help us to remember the people that we love and that we miss, and those that we get to see as well that are really precious and special to us. Just like baby Jesus was precious to the wise men. Help us this week to love you, to love each other, and to love ourselves a little bit more. Amen. Well, thank you so much for joining us for our session today. I hope you've enjoyed it. We've got the one service coming on Sunday at 9 o'clock as usual. And of course, we'll be back next week for our next See and Know session. So in the meantime, have a great week. I'll see you soon. Bye.